Hi guys, and welcome to another video. And I am back. Some of you may have realised, some of you probably haven't, some of you probably haven't missed me, but I took a bit of a break. Had some stuff going on, got married. That's not why I took the break. Got married, but I've had some other things going on, etc. Gone through a bit of a tough time, and I just thought that taking a break away from YouTube and the stress of getting videos and all that sort of stuff out would help, and it did help, to be honest. Work have been absolutely brilliant. Everyone that's sent me messages and that, I do really appreciate it. But yeah, I am back now, and I thought I'd just bring you along for a shift as to bring you back in to try and get videos. I'm going to be as consistent as I can going forwards to getting videos out, etc. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you on a shift with me. I've just got to work. I just need to start setting up, and then yeah, I'll bring you on a shift with me tonight, and we'll talk a little bit about sort of some stuff that's been going on in terms of work, etc. And maybe some where I am a little bit mentally with the job at the moment. I think this job can be, if you've got frailties in sort of your mental side, etc., I think this job can bring it out. So we'll chat a little bit about that. But yeah, I am back. I'm feeling pretty good, and yeah, let's crack on. So typically at the moment, I normally have my fridge and my extension lead down there. So obviously that powers the fridge. There's my sandwiches and a few packets of crisps, etc. Got my vest, and I've got my bin I hook up onto there. That other hook that I have on there as well is where whilst I'm on shift and I'm sitting in the front, I'll put a lead there so that if I need to get access to the back, I've got a lead with me rather than the lead being at the boot of the boot of the van. So that's where I just keep my other lead. But yeah, that's typically how I just kind of set up. Fridge and extension lead down there, so crisps and thing there. My jacket's there if ever I need it, but the weather's been quite good at the moment. And then obviously dog signs. The dog, if anyone was worried, if anyone was worried, the dog is fine. Could do with a little bit of a sweep up in there. Back in, mate, back in. Could do with a bit of a sweep up in there from all the dust and that from shift last night. So we'll give that a sweep out in a minute. But he's all good. The other dog's good as well. And then round the side here, got my bag, got my beanbag chair if I want to sit down, etc. Got the Bluetti if I need it. I've got my heater if I need that as well. But yeah, that's kind of just how I kind of set up. Essentially comes out of there that I just have down there. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm setting up at the moment. It's nothing too fancy. But yeah, wait there. But yeah, I just need to give this a bit of a clean out because of the dust from work last night. So we'll do that next. And we'll give you a brush as well, eh? Do you need a brush? Hey, you're a good boy. Good. There you go, there's your ball. So typically I'll just empty out the crates, empty out the dog as well. I've got a coated wire long line that I'll put him on. Pip, where are you? Huh? What are you doing? So I'll just attach him to that whilst I do this, and then just give this a quick brush out. The thing is that it's normally not too bad, but when it rains and we're out on patrol, it'll pick up dust and mud and that. So don't have to do this every shift sometimes, just depends on what the weather's like. But after last night's shift, probably just do with a quick sweep out. So where do I start? Well, we'll kind of start with sort of maybe a couple of months ago. So in March, we received some bad news family wise, and in April that news got a lot worse. And the reason that I took a break from YouTube, I took a break from quite a lot of stuff, etc., is that I was stuck in a really hard place in terms of work wasn't a very nice place to be mentally, and home wasn't a very nice place to be either. And I was stuck in a couple of places, and to be fair, work was really good. So when I told them about the news, etc., they offered me some time off, and I took a couple of days off. But again, like I say, I think between work not being a great place, home not being a great place, etc., I really struggled, and that's why I kind of took some time off of YouTube as well. But I think this job, because you spend so much time on your own, you have so much thinking time to do as well. I think that's where I really struggled. And when I say I struggled at work, etc., it wasn't the going out doing patrols or dealing with people when they come to the gate, etc. At one point, the fire brigade turned up because someone put a false claim in that the site I'm on was on fire, etc. I found that quite weird, and the reason I found that quite weird is I was wondering whether someone was doing that as a test to see how long the fire brigade would take to get here, in case they was going to set something on fire. So I was a little bit on edge for a couple of nights. But the problem that I had with this job is that I was sitting here for 12 hours on my own with the dog, etc., and it gave me too much thinking time. But then when I was at home, I was surrounded by the same thoughts, the same being on my own, etc. And I think that is something to kind of remember with this job as well, is sometimes that when you're going through stuff, etc., it's not a nice place to be. And like I say, I come back to work after a couple of days because I just wanted to get out and spend some time with the dog and do stuff with the dog, etc. But I'm still maybe not coping with it that well, etc. So I feel a lot better. I think it is something to definitely think about with this as well, is that it is a really tough place to be at times when you've got lots of thinking time to yourself, etc. So that's kind of why I took a bit of a break. It's an ongoing thing. It will be for probably a few years, etc. So there will be some good times, there will be some bad times, etc. But I wondered whether I should extend the break from YouTube, but I feel like I've missed making videos, and I've missed being able to talk to people. I've missed being able to share my kind of journey, etc. And I do enjoy doing this, so I think it is time to get back and making videos and doing some stuff as well. In terms of dog handling, it's been a real struggle. So I would say since sort of Terry retired, I've not found training as fun, maybe because it is different, but I think I've struggled a little bit as well with getting myself going with training, etc. Through the last couple of months where I've been struggling, etc., me and the dog have still done stuff on site, but it's not been the same. I've probably not put my all into it as well, so I do need to knuckle down a little bit with some training with Cooper on site, etc., because I just haven't been in the right place in order to do that. So yeah, I'd say the last few months has been a bit of a struggle, but I'm feeling better, and I want to get back to making videos. I want to get back to concentrating on Cooper's training, etc. Some of the good news is that I got married, as I said earlier in the thing. I got married. That was an absolutely brilliant day. One thing I have found, so my wedding ring is made of wood and carbon, and what it came with, which actually I thought was quite a good thing for this type of job, is it come with like a silicone ring. So I'm wearing this silicone ring when I'm at work, to save it getting smashed and whacked about, etc. And then I saved the wedding ring that's made of wood and carbon, saving that for like best or just general stuff. But yeah, I've found with this ring, I'm not worried about scratching it, I'm not worried about knocking it, etc. I'm not worried about doing stuff with the dogs. And like I say, some of the sites that we work on, whether it's a building site, whether it's just a site that's dirty, etc., I'll be worried about marking it, going through loads of mud with it and all that sort of thing. So I thought actually something to share with you guys, if you do have a wedding ring you're worried about, is these silicone rings are really good. And like I say, I think the missus looked at it as well, because where we was for the wedding, where we stayed was like a spa, and you don't want to wear your wedding ring, or she didn't want to wear a wedding ring in the spa, etc. So I think she looked, and you can pick some of these up for like 15 quid, etc. For maybe not just a pack of one, but maybe a pack of 3 or 4. So yeah, that was something, if you do wear a ring or wedding ring and you don't want to smash it or whack it about in this job, working on building sites or rough sites, etc., these silicone rings, I've found this to be quite good. But yeah, that's kind of just what's been going on. Look, it's not a sob story. There will be good days, there will be bad days, etc. But I'm glad to be back and making some videos, trying to get myself out of the funk that I've been in for the last few months, etc. So hopefully that clears up anything that you guys maybe thought. I did worry that when I left, some people might have thought that something happened to the dog or something had happened to me. We're all okay, but like I say, the next couple of years is going to be tough, but I'm happy to be back making videos and sharing my journey with you guys, because hopefully I'm bringing some joy to you guys. Hopefully I'm bringing some entertainment to you guys every week. Maybe not so much the last sort of 6.5 minutes of me chatting, but hopefully on a weekly basis I'll bring you something that you want to do, so I'm giving you an insight. But yeah, I'm glad to be back making videos. So now I'm going to go and do something with the dog. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get the dog out and we're going to go and do some training. So due to the wedding, I had to hand Cooper over to someone else. So there was someone that was going to come and look after Coop and Ollie for me. Now, he was a dog handler. I thought it was important for me that I got a dog handler, so someone that is used to these types of dogs. He's actually Ollie's breeder as well, so he's used to Cocker Spaniels and things like that. And he done me a really good favour. And speaking to him, it went really well. Now, one of the things that I did do before he turned up is I cut down on Cooper's sort of bite and tug work leading up to the few days that he was going to be looking after the dog. So hopefully by doing that, I gave him a little bit more of a calmer dog than maybe it would be if I continued his bite training and was doing bite preparation training all the way up until I handed him over. So apparently it went really well, which I'm really happy about, because that does now give me an option when I need someone to look after the dogs. He's comfortable about looking after the dogs, etc. And if he isn't around, his dad will be able to do it, because he did say to me that Cooper is very good at switching off. Like, there were times when Coop would spark up at him, animals or whatever it was, but he was really impressed with how Coop could switch off. Now, like I say, some of that might be because I cut down on the bite training, etc., but Coop is just pretty good at that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get him out and do a little bit of bite work, and we'll continue with his bite work.
I can see the view more. Was he Mombo?
Right. What did he say?
Said I had his head, didn't he? He only topped him down because he couldn't see the view no more. What's he on about?
So we're coming up to about 2 AM now, I think it is. So quite a way into the shift now. And yeah, this has been a reasonably quiet night, to be fair. I do think about this site, like a dog is not really required for this site. The only reasons that you do need a dog for this site is because of facilities. It costs obviously money to put facilities on for static guards, etc. And I think because of the nature of how the site was taken off of the previous tenant, that's why the dogs are on here. But there's not really much use for a dog on here. There's not much to patrol. Get the dog out, play a bit of ball, do whatever, is basically what you basically do on site. So it's one of them sites where nothing really goes on too much, touch wood. I mean, I think I've spent the last 2-3 years on YouTube saying that it's been a quiet night and tempting fate, and touch wood, nothing's happened yet. So but yeah, in terms of YouTube, I think I'm going to change a little bit the way in which I do my videos and that now, I think now is a good time to start doing a bit of my journey more, and doing videos on sort of me and my dog and things like that, because I think I've spent at least the last year to 18 months doing videos on specific things, and I think that I was running out of enthusiasm for videos and different things like that, because I was struggling to come up with stuff that I haven't done a video on before. So I think for the time being, unless someone asks for something quite specific or whatever, I think I'm going to knock the videos on the head of it being towards restraints, or whether it's pointed at leads or collars or whatever, because I think I've covered a lot of them videos. So I think moving on from now, it's going to be more about our journey, hopefully some more shift kind of videos, definitely now obviously we're in the summer, etc. And hopefully you guys might enjoy that a bit more. You get to see stuff a bit different, and not to say it won't be specific on certain stuff, it's just going to be sort of mine and Cooper's journey, and going back to the bit more vloggy style that probably I haven't done in a while. A lot of that is obviously to do with the light and working at night and working in the dark, etc. But yeah, hopefully what I'm going to try and aim to do is do different types of videos now, and get back to sort of the videos that maybe you guys were used to when I sort of first started, etc. So yeah, it's 2 a.m. now. It should be light in a couple of hours. So yeah, I'll check back in with you at that time. Just gone out for a patrol just then. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of hours. Gonna have to back off. Back up. Okay, good. And good morning. It's around 4:30 now. Just kicking the ball a bit for the dog after patrol. As I was in the last video that you just saw, and he keeps walking around me. Yeah, I used the retractable just to kick the ball, so he gets a bit of freedom, so he can run around a little bit. There's 2 ducks about to land on site. You're not going to run after them ducks, are you? Eh? You're not going to run after them ducks, are you? Come, play ball. Come, let's play ball. Leave the ducks alone. So yeah, I have the retractable just so he has a bit of freedom when he plays ball, but because this is a bit of a public place, the dog is not off lead as well. But my main concern here is that ducks, let's say ducks, because they've just flown in. First time I've ever seen ducks here. But it's quite common to see rats and foxes, and there's a couple of cats. One of the cats is actually quite small. Through training and that, it's been proven that I can stop Coop running up at someone. But in terms of cats, foxes, it's just not worth the risk. And there are some things here that he could end up hurting himself if he chases them into the wrong place. So I'd like to put use the retractable, so he has a bit of freedom just to be able to run after the ball. But if all else fails, I can stop him from chasing an animal into something that might actually hurt him. So yeah, just kicking the ball about, and then this shift will be over pretty soon. But yeah, this is just a video just for me being back. I wanted to talk about a couple of things that obviously has been going on and things like that. But yeah, I'm back now. Happier than I've been recently. So yeah, I just want to put it out there that people go through tough times. Yes, this job can be tough, but if you just take the pressure off yourself a little bit, don't feel under pressure to do anything, then there's always a way out, and there's always a positive day coming up your way. So people get sad, but don't put too much pressure on yourself. Do what's best for you. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below for loads more videos, and I'll see you again next week in another video. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye. Sit down. Good Hey, good lad. Well done, mate. Hey, good boy. You're not going to go chasing them ducks, are you? You're not going to chase the ducks. You're going to leave the ducks alone.